Good morning. I have chosen groundwater monitoring and mapping as my topic. To give a brief background, Rajkot was experiencing a severe water crisis during 1990s, with surface and groundwater depleted. Water trains were supplying water to the city, thus there is a need to secure groundwater for using it in unforeseen conditions. Starting with the Rajkot's aquifer system, it is a volcanically formed discontinuous basalt aquifer with limited storage capacity, and long-term decline will result in groundwater constraints. Only GGWA currently monitors groundwater at the district level with one operational observatory well within RMC. Rajkot will reach a semi-critical stage when demand will exceed 70% by 2025. This is how skyline of the city looks. However, people go much deeper to extract groundwater with an average of 142 meter, but most industries and housing societies go much deeper than 350 meters. This is based on the result of 62 surveys. The eastern part of the city extracts groundwater from the deep, and it takes more than 150 years for a typical basalt aquifer to recharge for more than 200 meters below surface. The reason for extracting from the deep is that the yield is lower, and in the industrial area the yield ranges from 10 to 50 liters per minute. In terms of cost, borewell water is less expensive than private water supply. As a result, people rely on groundwater more. Based on the assessment, four major issues were found. There is no proper institutional framework, the aquifer is poor, there is little to no awareness among people, and over extraction of the groundwater. As a result, a dedicated unit within RMC is required with the vision of ensuring groundwater conservation and aquifer management through sustainable use while discouraging excessive groundwater extraction and exploitation. There are various acts that mandates ULB to protect groundwater sources, but recently Amrut 2.0 was launched, which mandates ULB to investigate aquifer mapping, groundwater management, and awareness programs. Based on this, I have developed the BHUJAL unit. It will be integrated in the city mission monitoring unit within the Amrut 2.0 organizational structure. The RMC will oversee the BHUJAL unit, which will focus on four areas: groundwater monitoring, aquifer recharging, mandating registration for industries, borewell diggers, and other group housing societies that extract groundwater, and awareness program. In the following slide, I will go over it in details. This is supported by various manuals and case studies. The BHUJAL unit will be responsible for monitoring groundwater levels and quality, as well as IEC programs and other efforts to limit groundwater use. The BHUJAL unit will integrate with the other departments such as Waterworks, Town Planning, and Construction Department. A director of a BHUJAL unit will ensure smooth functioning. These are the responsibilities of various departments, and the final product will be in the form of yearly assessment report. Officials from various departments will only be required to work 2 to 3 days per month for groundwater monitoring. This should be the borewell's tentative location. There will be 41 observatory wells, each with the depth of at least 200 meters. These wells are already owned by the RMC. Data on groundwater levels, groundwater samples, bulk water extractors, and new borewells will be collected. Following the collection of data, a critical zone will be identified and efforts will be made to recharge the aquifer. The unit will also look for mandating and regularizing borewell diggers, industries, and group housing, as well as restricting groundwater use by installing flow meters and penalize them through conservation tax if they exceed the specified limit. The BHUJAL unit will also have an participatory app for data collection on the ground. Only RMC, borewell diggers, and industries will be able to use this app. Various IC programs and campaigns will be held by NGOs to educate people on the importance of treating groundwater as a resource rather than as a source. RMC will provide various incentives to NGOs for conducting awareness campaigns. Thus, with little efforts, we can conserve groundwater. The main source of funding will be Amrut 2.0 as well as conservation tax and registration. Aquifer mapping and salary for the BHUJAL units director and engineer will be the major expense. By implementing this unit, the city will be able to perform better in various awards and achieve sustainable development goals. Thank you.